Good evening. This meeting is being held in accordance with the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act. Annual notice of this meeting was published in Union County, a local source, and the Newark Star Ledger. Said to be noticed, posted in the municipal building, and a copy is filed with the borough clerk. Fire exits directions I am indicating. If you are alerted for fire, please move in a calm, orderly manner to the nearest smoke-free exit. Proper notice has been given to the borough clerk as directed to include this statement in the minutes of this meeting. Roll call, Mr. Clerk.
Councilman Petrosky.
Here.
Councilman Johnson.
Here.
Councilman Rovina.
Here.
Councilwoman Lyons.
Here.
Councilman Patel. Councilman Castellans.
Here.
Mayor Signorello.
Here.
You have a quorum, Mayor.
Mr. Clerk, please receive an open prayer followed by the Pledge of Allegiance.
Eternal God, grant us thy help in all our duties and perplexities. We ask for thy guidance. Give us thy protection in our dangers and sorrows. Grant us thy peace. Amen.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. There are no communications for review this evening. There are no proclamations or presentations this evening. I have a motion to approve the meeting minutes pending any correction.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I have a motion that the bills and payrolls not be read and passed for payment.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
I have a motion to open the public portion on agenda items only.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
If you'd like to speak, please come forward to the microphone and state your name and address for the record. Seeing no one, may I have a motion to close the public portion on agenda items only.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Coach Ranieri, come on up.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I'd like to thank Mayor Signorello and the Town Council for giving me the opportunity to provide a brief update. The goal of the Recreation Department is to meet the recreational needs of our community. As part of our department's effort to meet these needs and expand community services, our department provides a wide range of programs. Membership and recreation. We currently have over 385 recreational members and growing. To give you a better idea of the scope, our department utilizes 12 locations and 41 programs. Homework and aftercare. We currently have 116 members. We are transporting and chaperoning 98 students daily, and the after-school care program is 13. Winter sports and activity programming. Basketball and wrestling seasons are complete. We will be recognizing the high school and recreational sports accomplishments at the 4/16 meeting. I'd like to personally congratulate and thank all of our volunteers, coaches, athletes, and parents for yet another successful season. Off-season baseball and softball is completed. We wish all participants good luck in their spring seasons. Spring programming. RP PAC has begun. The program runs on Mondays, 6:15 to 7:45 in the ASYC. Spring volleyball registration is open. The program will start on Wednesday, April 15, 6:15 to 9:30 in the ASYC. Spring cheer registration is open. The program will start on Thursday, April 16th, 6:15 to 7:15 in the ASYC. Adult basketball registration is open. The program will start on Saturday, April 18th at 10 a.m. in the ASYC. The ASYC is scheduled to host the following meetings or events: Girl Scouts, Cub and Boy Scouts, Recreation Committee, CPEG, NJWOA, PTA, 5th grade parent, wrestling matches, end of the year sports parties, CPR AED certifications, RP PD training, and seminars. We remain committed to providing the best possible care and programming for the borough of Roselle Park. I'd be remiss to not mention the Recreation Committee's Easter egg hunt event, Saturday, April 4th at 11:15 on the RPHS Colfax Field with a rain date of April 11th. That completes our April Recreation Department update. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Hey, John, I want to personally thank you for all your help with the Easter egg
You're welcome.
hunt for this Saturday. I couldn't have done it by, and I know Tina also want to thank you. Okay, we appreciate all the things.
You're welcome. Our pleasure.
You're a lifesaver, you know.
Our pleasure.
I had a quick question. Yes, what time was it for the Easter egg hunt? 4:14 Saturday?
I believe 11:15.
Okay.
RPHS Colfax Field.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Coach.
Yes.
Thank
Good
you.
evening.
Thank you.
Chief Green.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
I didn't have the opportunity to submit my report. This month was pretty hectic, but I'm going to highlight some things, and I'll turn that report over to Andrew this week, and it'll be in the minutes for next meeting. From March 2nd to March 6th, members of the Roselle Park Police Department participated in the Read Across America campaign, where they read books to the students at Aldine, and Robert Gordon, and Sherman schools. I had the privilege of reading to Mrs. Misiek, fourth grade class at Robert Gordon School, and also the fifth grade class at Aldine School. I got to say what an enjoyable experience it was, and the students were so appreciative and definitely well behaved. March 5th, I attended and participated in a meeting for the Mayor and Council. At this meeting, two of our newest members of the Police Department, Connor English and Justin Lizzo, were sworn in. I want to thank all the members of Mayor and Council for keeping the Police Department fully staffed. March 11th, the Roselle Park Police Department Community Policing Unit, Officer Jessica Cabranero and Vincent Piccarelli, they participated in the Law Enforcement Recruitment Fair at Kane University that was sponsored by the Union County Prosecutor's Office. It was definitely a great event with really good turnout. March 11th, Juvenile Detective Brian Matthews conducted an anti-bullying assembly at the Roselle Park Middle School. It was a good event, got some really good feedback, and we'll definitely be doing another one of those soon. March 19th, I attended and participated in a meeting for the Mayor and Council for swearing in a newly promoted Sergeant of the Roselle Park Police Department, Sergeant James Company. Congratulations to Jim on a well-deserved promotion. March 23rd, our mobile sign board was deployed in Lot 2, gazebo lot. The sign board will display frequent messages for residents advising of the upcoming mobile DMV visit on May 5th, the farmers market schedule that is throughout the summer, and the borough special events and some periodic parking restrictions that will be also applied to that signboard. I'm pleased to announce that the Roselle Park Police Department was awarded a grant in the amount of $7,000 for reimbursement funds to be used to support the Distracted Driver campaign that takes place the entire month of April. With the help of this extra funding, the Roselle Park Police Department, through increased awareness and enforcement, aims to reduce the number of accidents caused by distracted driving and create a safer community. The campaign for this year is just remember, put the phone away or you will pay. I want to personally thank Councilman Jay Rabina for sharing the Street Smart safety signs. We got a bunch of those from him, and these signs basically advise motorists to slow down. Some of them say move over for the cyclists, and others are warning about the distracted driving. And I know the distracted driving campaign that comes out for this month, and then Click It or Ticket will be next month. We had applied for that grant as well. Hopefully we'll get awarded that grant. The traffic unit deployed all 3 mobile speed trailers that we have on hand at various locations within the borough that we have been experiencing or getting complaints of speeding motorists. Hopefully this will deter speeding, and after a few weeks, the traffic unit will follow up when removing those signs with some radar enforcement. And then we'll be able to navigate if there's any other locations that anybody has on hand. Please reach out to me, send me an email. I'll be happy to deploy them in those locations. That's the end of my report, sir.
So, Chief, I'd like to thank you for, and I know Jay's been an advocate for West Colfax, and I see the radar trailer eastbound.
Yeah, it's in
Thank
a cutout for the eastbound traffic.
It is, my sister lives over there, and Jay's been, again, repeat myself, advocate. They do come down the street, either just to feel, they kick it up a notch or whatever, but thank you.
And I recently talked to Councilman Urbina also, just to follow up with our conversation the other day. The sign for the speed sign that's going on the pole will be put back next week, but we had to get larger brackets because these poles that are now installed are a little bit thicker. So we just have to get the new brackets. So as soon as that happens, we'll get that up there. You're welcome.
Anything else for the chief? Council?
Yeah, Chief, I also wanted to thank you for putting up the safety delineators. A couple of residents reached out, and I know we had discussions about, I want to say a couple months ago via email, and the business administrator, thank you too, with facilitating and getting that done. Thank you. You can see the cars slow down as they come towards the delineator already, so it helps.
You're welcome.
Thank you, chief.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Chief Thompson.
Good evening, everybody. Just give you a brief rundown of what's going on with the fire department. So we're still actively recruiting new members and the fire patrol. We've had a visit last month to the high school, and we're planning on doing one more before summertime to see if we can get some junior members involved. All of the firefighting foam that was on hand for the fire department has been returned through our state vendor, which was part of our state program. It was all returned at no cost to the borough, which was a great thing for us. We held our groundbreaking for the addition to Firehouse Number 3 on Laurel Avenue. I thank everybody for attending that. Construction is scheduled to begin on Monday, so we're looking forward to all that. Fire prevention is moving along quite nicely, and they're beginning to schedule all the inspections that need to get done. I just wanted to say a couple good things about some of the things that our members are doing. So earlier this month, the Robert Gordon School asked for one of the firefighters to come to the school to speak to the 4th grade class. They're involved in a project which is a steam tank competition, which is Student Innovation Challenge, where they identify real-world problems and design a product to solve it. So their project that they came up with on their own was a fire safety teddy bear, which will transform into emergency fire blanket and mask to help kids in fires. So they asked for one of the members of the fire department to come up and give them kind of like a real-world experience and some pointers. So Captain Ryan Urban was nice enough to volunteer to take care of that for us. He took time to speak with the students, answer their questions, provide real-world insight into fire safety and firefighter gear, and with their guidance, he helped the group think critically and how to design and could work in real situations and what materials would be safest. So this is a competition. We're waiting to hear back, but they have a good feeling that they're going to advance to the next round. So I just want to wish them well with that and thank him for his time. Also wanted to just thank one of our local vendors, which is CES Towing. They were able to help out the fire department because we needed to get our garage moved from Station 3. So they volunteered their services and all their equipment to get that moved, and that was done the other day. Just also like to thank the police department for giving us an escort because it was we had to shut down a few roads on the way over there, but everything went without a hitch. And just the other thing was I just recognized in an upcoming meeting, I wanted to try and recognize the firefighters that were involved when one of our deputy chiefs had a medical emergency. So just something that we're going to look forward to. He's in the hospital, he's recovering and resting well. Hopefully he'll be home soon. But I definitely want to recognize the members that were present when that happened, because had they not been there, this definitely would have been a different outcome. So.
Anything for the fire chief?
No, just thank them that obviously that I'm so happy that we all are. And it's a miracle that he was there in that moment and he's okay. And
Yep, timing is everything.
yeah, absolutely. You guys are awesome.
Mayor, if I may. Chief, for the fire prevention, what are the hours that the inspector's going to work?
So there's currently there's one inspector at the moment, and we're in the process of hiring a second inspector. They have, I believe, 20 hours a week that they're going to be doing. So their hours are going to be spread out throughout the week. It's not going to be a regular 9 to 5. And then we have our fire official who also keeps varying office hours, normally during business hours, but someone will be around at some point every day of the week.
And the inspections they're currently going to be doing are just the commercial properties, I'm assuming?
There's state mandated ones, which are high hazard buildings, which are schools, assembly areas, but they're also going to be doing all the small businesses and then their apartment buildings and everything like that.
Awesome, thank you.
The second inspector's on your agenda tonight.
And I've got a question for you, Chief. At the council meeting back in March, well, I think it was the first meeting last March, construction official Belushi had mentioned about false alarms at some of the developments on Westfield Ave.
Mhm.
They had gotten another vendor. Have you seen a decrease in calls?
It's a work in progress. There is a decrease, but
All right.
we would like to see a more substantial decrease. And with the help of fire prevention and some of the things that we're going to be implementing, I think that's going to be able to be accomplished.
Wonderful, appreciate it.
All right, thanks, Chief.
You got it.
Ken Blum.
Thank you, Mayor. The Finance Committee has met a few times this past couple weeks. We will be presenting a budget at the next meeting for introduction. That's all I have right now.
Anything for Ken? Okay, Kevin Boyer from Collier's Engineering, please.
Thank you, Mayor and Council, for having me. I'll be brief. I have three updates. Councilman Pachowski, we are working on the Galloping Hill sewer. The DPW camera truck is currently down right now, so once that's up and running, we'll wrap that up.
Okay, thank you.
The rapid flashing beacons on Fay Tui, Councilman Urbina, we are Fay Tui, sorry. We are working on that. We have one contractor waiting on for pricing, and also the vendor to supply the material waiting on pricing from them. Once we get those two, we'll make our recommendations probably in the next week or two.
All right.
So that's that. And then the last one is the storm sewer separation project. Surveying work is all completed now. We're compiling all that information, and it's starting to roll into the design now at this point. So we are on track to submit for permits towards the end of this year. We anticipate permit process will be through 2027, and then 2028 would be the fund construction part of the project. So that is my update. If you have any questions.
Yes. Hey, I don't know if this is Rich or is it you? I emailed Rich though, and he did said you guys were going to follow up on the Junior's Glass Company. The resident next door was concerned with the structural foundation after taking down the walls and stuff. Did we follow up on that yet, or do we have any information on that?
I'll talk to Rich about it. I haven't seen
Okay,
that one.
just have him reach back out. I'm just waiting for an update on that.
Sure. Yeah, I'll reach out to him tomorrow.
Thank you.
Anything else, Council, for? Thanks.
All right,
Kevin.
thank you.
Ruben Shaw, please.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, Ruben.
On March 7, over 100 residents attended our annual St. Patty's Day celebration. Thank you, Mayor, council members, and county officials for their attendance. A special thank you to Sunrise Diner for sponsoring the food and the Union County Commissioners for the Heart Grant. On March 22nd, we celebrated the borough's 125th birthday at the Casanan Center. It was a proud occasion to look back on our history, tracing our journey from 1808 to becoming an independent borough in 1901. Sincere thanks to the mayor and council members for attending, and to Councilwoman McIver and Commissioner Baker for the proclamation. On March 27th, 15 seniors enjoyed the musical Matilda at the high school. I want to extend a huge thank you to the RPHS musical for their generous donation of these tickets. I'm pleased to announce a technology upgrade at the Casanan Center made possible by the Union County Division on Aging. We are implementing a new digital check-in system that will greatly modernize our operations. This system will allow residents to easily reserve meals, sign up for activities, and schedule transportation, eliminating unnecessary paperwork and providing us with better data. The best part of this is all the costs will be covered by the county. We anticipate receiving this new system by the end of this month. On the upcoming event, Borough-wide Spring Cleanup is on April 18. Kickoff starts at 10 a.m. Groups can still register online or contact Deborah DiCosmo to be assigned a location. Arbor Day celebration is on April 24th. Join us at the Michael Mori Gazebo Park for a tree planting ceremony, a performance by the Middle School Students Council, and sign-ups for the 125 tree planting initiative. Roselle Park Arts Festival is on April 25th, featuring over 65 vendors, food vendors, and 3 performance stages at various locations. The event is from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. Our health fair is on May 16 from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Youth Center and at the gazebo. We will offer life-saving screenings, eye exams, and family resources. This event is free and vital resources for our community wellness. Thanks to the Union County Board of Commissioners and the Regional Health Department. And that concludes my report, Mayor.
Anything for Rupin?
Busy April.
The St. Patrick's Day event was good as always, and I won't hide it, corned beef. I wait for everybody to have 1.5, and I help myself to a healthy plate. I really enjoy corned beef.
I'm glad you guys did.
5 times a year around March 17th. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Ruben.
Thank you, Ruben.
Andrew, tell us some good news.
Thank you, Mayor. I don't know if I have good news. I have news. So we had the filing deadline for candidates, local candidates, on the municipal side last week. I appreciate everybody's cooperation, as we have every year. Really nothing of note there. We did have the ballot drawing for the contested race locally. So as the mayor and Councilman Johnson can attest, we had a record turnout. But that went very well. It was actually one of the more unique things I've had to do. I've not done it since I've been the clerk here, so every day's a new journey. But that went well. On the election side, I want to note that the deadline to change your party affiliation and participate in the June primary election is next Wednesday. That's April 8th. So if you're a Republican and you want to become a Democrat, or if you're a Democrat and you want to become a Republican, that's the last date to do it. You cannot do it online. You could download a form. They're available on the Department of State's website, on the Secretary of State for New Jersey. And you can bring that to my office, or you have to send it to the Union County Board of Elections by that date. If you're an unaffiliated voter, you can affiliate up to and including the day of the election. But just know, if you walk in the polling place as an unaffiliated voter on Election Day and you affiliate as one of the parties, you walk out with that party affiliation until you decide you're no longer affiliated with that party. So if any of that's confusing, call my office, 908-245-6222, extension 78, and I'll be happy to walk you through it. The other thing that I know is one of the most urgent things that we're dealing with is the distribution of leaf bags. We've over the last 2 weeks, my office has distributed 4,000 leaf bags to residents. We did run out yesterday. I know a lot of you got a postcard in the mail. Don't worry, we're getting another 1,000 next week, but then after that, 5,000, we're going to call it quits for the spring, and we're going to resume this in the fall. So for those of you that came in this week and you didn't get any, or if you're thinking of making a stop on Monday, maybe wait till Tuesday. I think the delivery's coming on Monday, so we're going to unload them, and you'll be able to come back in. And other than that, Mayor, that concludes my report.
Thank you. Our Business Administrator, Al Marabella.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor and members of council. Just a couple of things from me. Just highlighting the groundbreaking that I had a chance to attend with Chief Thompson, you, Mayor, and the council members earlier this week on the new addition to the fire services. It just highlights the priority that this council's placed on public safety. And you all should be very proud of yourself, not only that you're adding to the firehouse there on the Fate-Toot Firehouse on Laurel Avenue, probably the first addition to a firehouse in decades, at least as far as I can remember. But really, the investment of the new truck that's coming to be placed at that bay, it really speaks to this priority of this council, and I appreciate working with you on all of those things. I'm also looking forward to the Arts Festival. We had a meeting earlier this week. Rupin mentioned it's April 25th. That's always a highlight in the town, and really looking forward to celebrating the arts there. And speaking of the arts, I see the second part of the new mural is starting on the Cranford Roselle Park border. I know Councilman Rabine has been instrumental in seeing that, and when I drive into town going east in the county, I can really see and take great pride in that mural that's there and the new mural that's coming, which is going to be terrific. And I won't spoil it too much. We should all come out that day, I think, in a couple of months when it's unveiled.
No, April 25th.
The 20.
That same day. It's
April
going to be,
25th.
that's going to be the unveiling right before the, not to interrupt you, but right
No,
before
that's,
the
that's
Arts
great.
Festival.
I'm glad to highlight that, that date, and certainly fits in the theme of the day in
Yes, it
Roselle
does.
Park. I will also say, Mayor, that all the directors are working hard, really have full support of all of them. I do want to highlight the Deputy Business Administrator, Rupert Shaw, on his communication effort, getting the website updated. It's a new website for us, I guess, earlier this year. He's done a nice job making sure it's updated and current, and working with our communications team to have that updated with announcements to the public, because, my theory is to drive everybody towards the website. That's where the official Roselle Park news is coming out. And he's done a good job keeping that updated and also making sure our social media is updated. So Rupen, thank you for your work in communication. I appreciate it. And that concludes my report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Anything for the business administrator?
Yeah, I got a quick thing. Can you follow up with Greg on the Girl Scout bridge? I haven't heard anything.
Yeah, I did speak with him, Councilman, after our meeting.
Mhm.
He recognized it. He knows there's some work to be
Yeah.
done. I don't know that he's maybe communicated what that work is to the people that are looking for that update, but I'll definitely check with
Thank you.
you.
Gentlemen, I'm sorry, I could help both these out. So we met,
Ellen?
help me out.
Ellen?
No, not Ellen. Is it Ellen? Yeah, she was here? Yes, yeah, thank you, Ellen. We met at the site and the DPW yard last Saturday. We see what's missing, the parts. He's going to get the parts. I know she had a date when she wanted it by,
May 31st.
and it'll be there
Okay.
on time. So
Thank you.
things are going well, getting the bridge to that site. So,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank
You
you.
saved me an email, Mayor. Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I have a follow-up too. Our last email conversation about Persian was sometime in the spring. I'm just trying to find out a date specifically, more so for the residents that have been reaching out to me, a couple by calls and one even by email most recently.
Yeah. I saw your email, Councilman, and I know it went to the DPW director, and I'm waiting for him to get back to me when
Yeah,
that's going to
as soon
happen.
as we can get that date,
We'll publicize it right away,
Absolutely.
just so people know well in advance.
thank you so much.
You got it.
Al, so there's a communication today. Negley has been following up with the contractor on it. They got clarification today that the tentative schedule is the week of the 27th. So the week of April 27th is for them to come back, remobilize and finish the project.
Okay, I just want to make sure that we give, the residents
Yep.
the heads up.
Yep, so it is tentative now, but just for the purpose of communicating that, the plan is for the week of the 27th.
So just to be clear, this is for Pershing Ave, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
See, these meetings are helpful to me. I get updates from you guys. I appreciate it.
Anything else for the business administrator? Okay. I have a motion to accept the reports of department heads as submitted.
Mayor, so moved.
So moved.
Oh.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Mr. Clerk, read ordinance 2849 by title.
Yes, Mayor, ordinance 2849 is an ordinance for second reading and public hearing, an ordinance amending Chapter 22, Section 1, subsections 13 and 14 of the Code of the Borough of Roselle Park, entitled Required Inspections and Fees and Permits and Fees.
I have a motion to open a public hearing on ordinance number 2849.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
If you would like to speak about ordinance 2849, please come forward to the microphone and state your name and address for the record. Seeing no one further, I may have a motion to close the public hearing on ordinance 2849.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I have a motion to adopt ordinance 2849.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilman Petrosky.
Yes.
Councilman Johnson.
Yes.
Councilman Robina.
Aye.
Councilwoman Lyons.
Yes.
Councilman Patel.
Yes.
Councilman Castellans.
Yes.
6 votes in the affirmative, Mayor. The ordinance is adopted.
Mr. Clerk, please read ordinance 2850 by title.
Yes, Mayor, ordinance 2850 is an ordinance for second reading and public hearing, an ordinance amending ordinance number 2838, fixing the salary ranges of non-union employees and officials of the Borough of Roselle Park in the County of Union, State of New Jersey.
May I have a motion to open public hearing on ordinance number 2850?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
If you'd like to speak about ordinance 2850, please come forward to the microphone, state your name and address for the record. Seeing no one further, I have a motion to close the public hearing on ordinance 2850.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I have a motion to adopt ordinance 2850.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilman Petrosky?
Yes.
Councilman Johnson?
Yes.
Councilman Urbina?
Aye.
Councilwoman Lyons?
Yes.
Councilman Patel?
Yes.
Councilman Castleton?
Yes.
6 votes in the affirmative, Mayor, the ordinance is adopted.
Mr. Clerk, please read ordinance 2851 by title.
Yes, Mayor, ordinance 2851 is an ordinance for second reading and public hearing, an ordinance amending Chapter 2, Section 24 of the Code of the Borough of Roselle Park entitled Establishment of the Police Department.
I have a motion to open the public hearing on ordinance 2851.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
If you'd like to speak about ordinance 2851, please come forward to the microphone and state your name and address for the record. Seeing no one further, may I have a motion to close the public hearing on ordinance 2851?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
May I have a motion to adopt ordinance 2851?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilman Petrosky?
Yes.
Councilman Johnson?
Yes.
Councilman Urbina?
Aye.
Councilwoman Lyons?
Yes.
Councilman Patel?
Yes.
Councilman Castleton?
Yes.
6 votes in the affirmative, Mayor, the ordinance is adopted.
Mr. Clerk, please read ordinance 2852 by title.
Yes, Mayor, ordinance 2852 is an ordinance for second reading and public hearing, an ordinance amending Chapter 7, Section 39, subsection 2 of the Code of the Borough of Roselle Park entitled Handicap Parking on Streets for Private Residences.
I have a motion to open the public hearing on ordinance 2852.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
If you'd like to speak about ordinance 2852, please come forward to the microphone and state your name and address for the record. Seeing no one further, may I have a motion to close the public hearing on ordinance 2852?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I have a motion to adopt 2852.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilman Petrosky?
Yes.
Councilman Johnson?
Yes.
Councilman Urbina?
Aye.
Councilwoman Lyons?
Yes.
Councilman Patel?
Yes.
Councilman Castleton?
Yes.
6 votes in the affirmative, Mayor, the ordinance is adopted.
Mr. Clerk, please read ordinance 2853 by title.
Yes, Mayor, ordinance 2853 is an ordinance for introduction, an ordinance amending Chapter 27, Section 6, subsection 3 of the Code of the Borough of Roselle Park entitled Imposition of Charges.
May I have a motion to approve ordinance number 2853 for introduction and fix a date of reading and public hearing on April 16th, 2026?
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilman Petrosky?
Yes.
Councilman Johnson?
Yes.
Councilman Urbina?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lyons?
Yes.
Councilman Patel?
Yes.
Councilman Castleton?
Yes.
6 votes in the affirmative, Mayor, the ordinance is introduced.
Clerk, read ordinance 2854 by title.
Yes, Mayor, ordinance 2854 is an ordinance for an introduction, an ordinance amending Chapter 7, Section 13 of the Code of the Borough of Roselle Park entitled Parking Prohibited for Street Cleaning.
May I have a motion to approve ordinance 2854 for introduction, fix a date for a reading and public hearing on April 16th, 2026?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
Yeah, can we just highlight the changes that we're making on the street sweeping schedule?
So I'll start off maybe, so we're going to change the sweeping to 1 week a month. It'll be the third week of the month, which is the least impact with holidays.
Okay.
Just on a personal note, I've asked that if there is a holiday or this or that, I would like to get everyone gets swept once. Somehow or another, a breakdown, let's say a breakdown, or if that, and this, on Tuesday, it's got to get done next Tuesday. So hope we get 5 solid days of sweeping, somehow interruption. Now, I believe that, with the police department, business minute, and the clerk, they had to change some ordinances where the, where the street signs are, and maybe these two gentlemen could more indulge in that, so.
Yeah, Mr. Mayor, yeah, that's correct. Also, in addition to what you said, which is accurate, Westfield Avenue and Chestnut Street will be done every week. We're
Thank you,
off to
sir.
a little bit of a kind of a start, just with some equipment delays, but I'm told by the director that next week will be the first week that they'll be out townwide covering the street sweeping.
So townwide will be once a month,
Yes.
sort of.
Right. and
That
then-
was a kind of a best practice that was brought over by the director. He felt like that would be enough to keep the town looking good. If it isn't, then we'll take a look at it.
So Chestnut and Westfield Ave, it's going to be weekly then?
Correct.
I'm happy that we're adding Westfield Ave.
Yeah,
I mean, Westfield Ave was still like on schedule too, on Wednesdays.
So we also, a while back, passed some rezos regarding trying to improve Westfield Ave even more. I do recall that. I don't know if anybody else recall that. But
No, but just to clarify, Westfield Ave will be done weekly,
No,
and,
that's-
yeah, okay.
that's good.
Yeah, okay. Does that help you out,
Yes,
Councilman?
thank you.
Any other discussion? Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilman Petrosky?
Yes.
Councilman Johnson?
yes.
Councilman Urbina?
Aye.
Councilwoman Lyons?
Yes.
Councilman Patel?
Yes.
Councilman Castellans?
Yes.
6 votes in the affirmative, Mayor, the ordinance is introduced.
I agree with you.
Mr. Clerk, please call the roll, read ordinance 2855 by title.
Yes, Mayor, ordinance 2855 is an ordinance for introduction, an ordinance amending Chapter 10, Section 4, Subsection 2 of the Code of the Borough of Roselle Park entitled Community Center Fees Enumerated.
May I have a motion to approve ordinance 2855 for deduction and fix the date for a second reading and public hearing on April 16th, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilman Petrosky?
Yes.
Councilman Johnson?
Yes.
Councilman Urbina?
Aye.
Councilwoman Lyons?
Yes.
Councilman Patel?
Yes.
Councilman Castellans?
Yes.
6 votes in the affirmative, Mayor, the ordinance is introduced.
All matters listed with the asterisk are considered to be routine and non-controversial by the council and will be approved by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a member of the governing body so requests, in which case the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered in its normal sequence on the agenda as part of the general orders. Mr. Clerk, please read all resolutions by title.
Yes, Mayor, Resolution 8826 is authorizing the tax collector to issue a reduction and/or refund on one sewer utility bill in the total amount of $374. Resolution 8926 is authorizing the tax collector to issue a prorated refund of first quarter 2026 property taxes for 18 West Grand Avenue, Block 605, Lot 11, in the amount of $358.54 pursuant to 100% disabled veteran property tax exemption. Resolution 9026 is authorizing the tax collector to issue a prorated refund of first quarter 2026 property taxes for 308 Seton Avenue, Block 305, Lot 13.01, in the amount of $531.16 pursuant to 100% disabled veteran property tax exemption. Resolution 9126 is authorizing the treasurer to issue 2 checks totaling $1,804.68 payable to 2 lien holders on 2 properties and 2 checks totaling $2,100 from the tax collector's premium account. Resolution 9226 is appointing Raymond Listarchik as a fire inspector within the Roselle Park Bureau of Fire Prevention. Resolution 9326 is referring the amended 129 and 133 West Westfield Avenue redevelopment plan to the Municipal Land Use Board and directing its review pursuant to NJSA 48:12A-7E. Resolution 9426 is authorizing the Borough Clerk to auction unclaimed bicycles. Resolution 9526 is requesting permission from the County of Union to hang banners and close Chestnut Street at various times for various public events during 2026. And Resolution 9626 is approving the time due calculation in terms of final payment for Matthew DeSanto.
Do any members wish to have items removed for the consent agenda?
Mayor, if I may, 93?
9326?
Yes, sir.
Any other? May I have a motion to approve resolutions remaining on the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So I'd like to have a motion to move out of order for a closed session. Can I get a motion, please?
So moved.
Second? Any
Second.
discussion? I'm sorry.
That's okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Mr. Clerk, please read the closed session resolution.
Yes. Mayor, whereas the mayor and council of the Borough of Roselle Park wishes to discuss matters which are described by the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10:4-12, and whereas the general nature of the subjects to be discussed in closed session are contract negotiations involving 125 West Westfield Avenue redevelopment, and it's a matter of attorney-client privilege. What do we have there, Fran? Oh, contract negotiations involving Tim Pat. Those are the two. It's contract negotiation involving Tim Pat, and the others, it's two matters, including the resolution 9326, contract negotiations with with Meridia 125 West Westfield Avenue, Meridia 125. And whereas the time when and the circumstances under which the items discussed in closed session will be disclosed to the public at a future time, now therefore be it resolved, the mayor and council of the Borough of Roselle Park, County of Union, State of New Jersey do now adjourn the open portion of the meeting and open a closed portion of the meeting to discuss the aforementioned items. Need a motion to adopt the resolution.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
No, we are now in closed session. May I have a motion to return to open session?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Mr. Clerk, please report.
Yes, Mayor, in closed session, the governing body discussed three matters. One involving contract negotiations with Tim Pat Inc. There'll be no action taken on that matter at this time, ignore that. And there were two matters of negotiation and matters of attorney-client privilege involving Meridia 125, a senior housing development project. And with respect to that, there's action to be taken on resolution number 93-26.
May I have a motion to approve Resolution 9326?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Cool. Great.
Reports of Borough Council Committees.
Are there professionals? Up
Oh,
to you. I
yes.
just want to, if you want them to stay, you can tell them, but
No, you folks can go.
have a good night.
Have a good,
Have happy
have a
Easter.
good one. Happy Easter.
Have a great weekend.
Happy Passover.
I'm going to go with your list tonight. Councilman Johnson, go ahead.
Yes.
You first.
Good evening, Mayor, council, colleagues, residents. First, I would like to begin by recognizing that April includes several important national recognitions, including National Volunteer Month, Distracted Driver Awareness Month, Autism Acceptance Month, and Earth Month. These reflect values that align with our borough's continued commitment to public safety, community engagement, environmental stewardship, and inclusivity. I encourage residents to take part in these efforts, whether it be by volunteering, promoting safety, supporting inclusion, or participating in local clean community initiatives. Also, I would like to thank the community and everyone who came out to support the American Legion Post-60 St. Patrick's Day celebration. The event was very well attended, and it was great to see several elected officials there along with residents. It was a successful event, and I appreciate everyone for coming out and making that possible. Those type of events really help our posts financially, and I just wanted to thank the community and thank Councilman Petrowski. And if I missed anybody, I just wanted to say I thank you. At this time, I just want to say a special congratulations goes out to James Company on his promotion to sergeant, which was recognized at the last council meeting. Although I was unable to attend due to personal family matters, I wanted to extend my congratulations. Being a retired law enforcement officer, I understand how difficult it is to make rank, and I just wanted to give him kudos and a well-earned achievement and continued success. I also want to thank our business administrator, Al Rupin, and the chief for assisting with the replacement of the safety crosswalk delineators. I know I had several residents reach out to me, and you too, administrator, and I just wanted to say thank you for being so responsive. And to be honest with you, like right there on McGee, that delineator actually stops the vroom. And I live on the corner, so I know it minimizes it substantially, and I just want to say thank you. It helps continue our efforts in keeping our pedestrian safety efforts in alliance with our safe routes to school that Jay and I and the rest of the council championed, so I just wanted to say thank you. Lastly, residents should be aware that Persian Ave improvements are expected to recommence. Thank you, Andrew. We have a date now, so the 27th. The borough will make sure that we put something on the website, and also we'll put signs and things of that nature, so this way people know not to park while we're trying to pave and beautify our beloved borough. Let me see. If you need to get in contact with me, please reach out to me via email. That's the best way. gjohnson@rosellepark.net, or you could call me 908-303-1519, and that concludes my report. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Petrowski.
Okay, Mayor, thank you. First of all, I want to send my condolences out to Joe Miola, who used to come to all the council meetings years ago. I had the privilege of coaching two of his daughters in softball in Little League. So my condolences go out to the Miola family, and also Eileen Bear. March 22nd, I attended the 125th birthday party for Roselle Park. I want to thank Ruben for all his help organizing, even though it wasn't a big hit. Roselle Park is 125 years old. So then I attended the Marconi plaque unveiling at the old Romanowski building. On the 26th, I attended the budget meeting. Okay. The 27th, I did the, I was here for the walkthrough for Lieutenant Matt DeSano from the police department. He's retiring. It's hard to believe. I remember Matt as a young kid playing Little League, and it's hard to believe that he's retiring. But good luck in your future endeavors and everything. On the 28th, I attended the Little League parade. Again, I've been at so many, but I want to thank the mayor for coming and Roseanne for you showing up. And of course, George is a coach, so he was there and everything. But we actually honored Ricky Badillo, who was a former councilman, but Ricky spent many years in the league. He used to run the tournament, and back then we used to get 70 teams for the July 4th tournament. So, and also they honored Angelo Ciccarello, who, if no one knows, donates and pays for the garbage at the Little League field. And I've been involved, well, I got involved in 1977, and his father used to do it back then, and he told me that he decided to do the same thing. So he pays for all the garbage, no fee to the league. So both of them, I thank them very much for thing. On the 31st, we had another budget meeting, and then I attended the groundbreaking for the addition on the firehouse at Phase 2 Firehouse. So I'll be very happy if when I see the initial ground being dug and get that on, because I know that I'm the fire commissioner, and when I come to the meetings, that's one thing they've been hitting me with for over a year. So yesterday I had a special meeting with the joint sewer. I'm on the litigation and subcommittee, and we had a meeting yesterday. There's an issue with Elizabeth, so they're negotiating the price and everything like that. So it's not finalized yet. Okay. This Saturday, April 4th, is the recreation Easter egg at 11:15. It will start sharply at 11:30. Tina, it's still at the football field, correct? Okay. Coach Ranieri had mentioned Field D, but it is at the football field, not Field D. It's toddlers to 5th grade. The rain date is April 11th, okay? And bring your own basket. I want to spend a special thank, you heard me mention Coach Ranieri, and also Greg, Superintendent of the DPW. They were lifesavers today, helping me out, getting everything ready. As you know, tomorrow the town and the schools are closed, so they couldn't do it tomorrow, and then, of course, Saturday is the event. But they ran around today and helped me out big time by getting everything ready for Saturday. And I want to wish everyone happy Easter, and that you can get me at jpetrosky at rosellepark.net, 908-666-7821, and that's my report, Mayor. Thank you very much.
Councilwoman Lyons.
Good evening, Mayor, Council, and Roselle Park residents. And I have to say hi to my mom and Bella. They're watching right now. So, hi. So a few highlights, I guess, from the month. The Iorio Deli closed, and I had mentioned it last time. Gilda and Joe, it was just great to see them, but we definitely are sad to see you go, but well-deserved, and we applaud you, and we thank you for everything that you just did for Roselle Park, and we will miss you. And I just encourage the residents of Roselle Park, there is going to be a new business opening there, and just want to encourage everyone, obviously, to shop local and just throughout the town, obviously, but stay tuned for that. I did attend the Little League parade, and it was just awesome to see the new generation from little ones from 5 years old, 4 years old, all the way through the high school. They were there also supporting, so it was just really awesome to see everyone and to see faces that I've seen all my life. And you know, like you said, Ricky Badillo and the Ciccarello brothers being honored. It was a beautiful day. I was there also at the groundbreaking for the Firehouse Edition. It's just awesome to be able to honor our hometown heroes, like the physical ones that are literally on the streets for us, and we thank them and Roselle Park PD. But the Firehouse edition is definitely, you could tell that they were really excited to be able to have that. So we are too. We're excited for that. Also for the 125th year anniversary, I really hope that this is just the beginning and that we can really honor Roselle Park throughout the year. We have families that have been here all their life. My family's been here over 63 years, so it's really amazing to really think about half the time that Roselle Park has been established that we have been here. And then also I attended the Marconi plaque unveiling, and it was just beautiful to see all the historical really pictures and everything that they did at my place. So I'm excited for the museum that's going to be coming. Other things that are going to be coming up, I guess, definitely attend the Arts Festival that's coming up in April. We definitely have the cleanup and all these just events that are really going to be kicking off in April and with the good weather. I guess just on a final note, happy Passover to everyone. Happy Easter. I looked up the years. It was 1,990 years ago that Jesus, was actually serving this night. And I mention him because for me, he's one of the best servants, that he really served the people and he loved people and he united people. And just in that time and just really thinking on this time to reflect, to reevaluate, and to really be renewed during the spring, whoever you are, and just be united in town. And really, if we can unite as a town, it would be just beneficial for everyone. So I hope you guys have an amazing week and weekend, and we'll see you guys soon. 908-726-8773 or ouralliance@rosellepark.net.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Patel?
Yeah, just a quick note from the Environmental Commission. The commission hosted a Repair Cafe event on the March 21st at the Casano Center. It was the most successful event yet, with over 50 items brought in for successful repair, including jewelry, clothing, small appliance, knives, wooden cutting board. The next Repair Cafe will be held in fall around October. That's all I have here. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Rabina.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, Mayor, colleagues, and residents of Roselle Park. On March 26th, I participated in a Stormwater 101 webinar hosted by NJDEP. These are important conversations for a town like ours, understanding how runoff impacts our streets, infrastructure, and flooding. It's also a reminder that managing stormwater isn't just a municipal responsibility, it's one that residents play a role in too. I'll be sharing the webinar link on my Facebook page for anyone who wants to learn more. On March 31st, we officially broke ground on the Faytute Firehouse expansion. This project will add a new apparatus bay for the incoming truck, along with much-needed office and record space. It's an investment in the people who show up for us when it matters the most. Across the Fifth Ward, we're starting to see real improvement. The Crossfield site is finally being cleared, an important step toward rebuilding and returning that property to productive use. Around the corner at Sunrise Document Solutions, the Rahway Valley Rail Trail mural, soon to be known as the Al Wolkoff Memorial Trail, continues to take shape thanks to Union County Connects and Artists Distort. We're planning an unveiling on Celebrate Trails Day, Saturday, April 25th. I'm looking forward to seeing this finished and honoring someone who truly helped push this vision forward. What was once an abandoned rail line is steadily becoming something our community can be proud of. In addition, the Union County Commissioners recently approved key agreements to keep the rail trail project moving forward, bringing us closer to a fully connected path for residents to enjoy. That's what steady progress looks like: cleaning up, rebuilding, honoring our history, and continuing to invest in safety and quality of life. Speaking of history, on March 22nd, as most of my colleagues had mentioned, we celebrated Roselle Park's 125th anniversary at the Casano Center. Mayor, colleagues, Union County Commissioner James Baker, and Congresswoman LaMonica McIver, who presented a resolution and proclamation recognizing the milestone. We also unveiled shortly after that the Marconi wireless plaque at my place at First Radio, returning a piece of history to nearly its original location. I'd like to thank Jeffrey Fernbach, the owner of Fernmore Properties, and to my friend and neighbor Ed Leonard, a Fifth Ward resident who helped recreate the plaque and was part of the original unveiling during the nation's bicentennial. And of course, thank you for my colleagues who made it and enjoyed the event. Shortly after our last council meeting, thanks to Borough Clerk Casillas, we had the opportunity to view original borough records, birth and marriage logs dating back to our incorporation in 1901, along with documents from the Great Depression and World War II era. It's a powerful reminder of the history rooted right here in our community. I also attended the Repair Cafe on March 21st. Thank you to the Environmental Commission, Councilman Patel, Tim Coakley, Sam Pavel, and all the volunteers involved. Events like that are what the community is all about. It's people helping people. On a public safety note, thank you to Chief Reno and the Police Department for installing speed radar signs along West Colfax Avenue, as Chief had mentioned earlier in his report. With warmer weather, we're seeing more kids outside, more pedestrians, more cyclists, so please slow down and stay alert. Also, throughout this month, as the Chief had mentioned, officers will be focused on distracted driving enforcement, so please do your part and stay focused behind the wheel. Looking ahead, I am looking forward to joining the Mayor and Council at the Chamber's Meet the Mayor event at Costa's on Friday, April 10th from 3 to 5 p.m. If you're a Chamber member or potential Chamber member, come on down. The fee will be waived. Contact the Chamber to register at 908-688-2777. Lastly, our borough-wide spring cleanup is scheduled for Saturday, April 18th at 10 a.m. with a rain date of April 19th. Volunteers will meet at the Casano Center. First 15 nonprofit volunteer groups of 10 or more will be awarded a stipend for their time and efforts. Contact our Clean Communities Coordinator, Deb DeCosmo, ddecosmo at rosellepark.net for more information on the registration link. As always, I can be reached at jrabina at rosellepark.net, 862-236-0019. Happy Easter, Roselle Park. Mayor, colleagues, that concludes my report.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Castles.
Good evening, residents, colleagues, Mayor. You guys pretty much talked about all the events, so I'll just give a little recap of the last couple weeks. Roselle Park's 125th anniversary was on the 22nd. We actually had a cake cutting, which was pretty nice. We sang happy birthday to Roselle Park, so that was a really cool feeling. After that, we did the Marconi plaque unveiling. There's a lot of history here, and I think we ought to do a better job of it because there's a lot of things that I didn't know, obviously having moved in here less than 10 years ago, but there's a lot of things that we should be pushing. So hopefully we could do something with that museum that's going to open. The 24th of March, I had a potential project review with our business administrator and somebody that wanted to talk about what they wanted to bring to the borough. And then on the 26th, had a Finance and Administration Committee meeting and a whole string of different budget meetings that we've had. Thank you to our chairman, Joe Petrosky, who's been a great leader in that conversation and feels like we're going to be in a much better place than many of our neighbors, fortunately. On the 27th, I attended Lieutenant DeSano's retirement walkout. I mean, we even had a flyover from a state trooper helicopter. That was a pretty cool sight to see, and a big congratulations to him and his beautiful family for his retirement. On the 28th, we had the Little League opening day. It was cold, but it was really nice to see all the kids out there. And then my team, including my son, got to play their first Little League game there. And we got some work to do this season, but but I look forward to it. So I invite you guys every Saturday. I'm going to be out there coaching at 11 a.m. if you guys want to come out and watch a game and support the Little League. On the 31st, had another budget meeting. Been a string of them, grueling but rewarding. I'm happy to partake in those. And then later that evening, we had the Firehouse number 3 groundbreaking, which was awesome to see. And like Mr. Mirabella said, it's the biggest investment in decades to our fire department, and it's well deserved. So that was pretty awesome. Upcoming, many people have mentioned the Easter egg hunt happening this Saturday, 11:15. I think Tina said it starts at 11:30 sharp, right? So do not show up there late. I will be there on time. I'm missing my game for this, so I will be there. And then we also have, as was mentioned by my colleague here, Autism Awareness Month. Being the father of an autistic son, it's something that I hold very near and dear. And we will be running this Sunday a 5K at Kane University. It's the Run for Kindness. It happens at 9 a.m. this Sunday, April 5th. If anybody would like to contribute to the organization or like to show up for the 5K, we will be there running as we have every year of the past 4 years. Other than that, if you celebrate Passover, happy Passover, happy Easter to all. That is the conclusion of my report. I could be reached at 908-661-2837, and my email is jcastellans@rosellepark.net. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Councilman. It's been a busy month. I'm going to hit some highlights. I've had the pleasure of sharing some moments with Mayor Shaw from Roselle. Last week, some people I know got some promotions in the fire department, and I went to the the state of the borough, which is very interesting, unique, I guess, with their form of government. A pleasure to spend some time in Roselle with our neighboring town. Went to a couple events at 10 West and 240 and 250, the Meridian sites. I was with Councilwoman Lyons one, had some good little pancakes one night. They were pretty good. And the baseball event, well-deserved for former Councilman Rick Padillo. Rick Padillo lived there. He did a lot, like Councilman Petrowski said. And Ciccarello, one of those guys that they did it, and their kindness of heart, and they didn't care how much they made in their life, and the Ciccarellos did and gave back to the borough. We attended the Lieutenant DeSano flyover / retirement. Lucky him, and congratulations in his future endeavors. Stopped by to see Gilda, and the best of health and luck to her with her new endeavors and her new home. I read a book at Sherman School on Friday the 20th, and that was interesting. I got to pick out the book this time because the book they handed me one day, whoa, I would never read that again, whatever. There was a lot of rhyming, so I picked out my enjoyable night on a Friday evening. Again, the cake cutting, there was a lot of cake left over. It was actually pretty good, enjoyable. Like Councilwoman said, how many years his family's been here. Look, I believe my family, been told, came here in 1904, so we're just shy of a couple years when this town started. And the Marconi plaque, and I could tell you stories about my grandfather worked at it was called the Caragousian plant back in the day, but I ain't got all day to tell you about that story. But whatever, and the repairs, Kanjan, the repair shop, I tell you what, it's the second time I've been to one, and I was in awe on some of the stuff that was getting fixed. Some simple, and I don't use the word stupid stuff, but a lot of success stories there that day. Look, I'm going to briefly talk about our sweeper issue. You can't make up some of the stuff. The one was broke. The second one went out. last week. It went out on Monday, and Tuesday morning it broke. 2 weeks of work. So I've been engaging to get a little help from Union County to maybe assist us. The first one needs some major welding, so maybe the Union County DPW is going to be able to help us out next week. But hopefully on Monday, we see the sweeper out there. And I appreciate everybody being patient. Appreciate a lot of people making a little effort doing it in front of the house. And we have another plan with the sweeping this year. And hopefully, I have another plan for maybe down the road with improvement and helping the streets keep sweeper, but that's future and down the road. So other than that, you need to get a hold of me, 908-721-6488, at jsignorella@rosellepark.net, and happy Passover and Easter to everybody. So I have a motion to go into public portion on any subject.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
If you'd like to speak, please come forward to the microphone, state your name, address for the record. Yeah, no, just a little closer.
Okay, sorry. Just so nobody is absent and we don't blame the council for it, it was a misstep. There is school tomorrow. It is early dismissal, but all schools are open, so send your kids to school.
Thank you.
It's a half a day, right?
Anyone else look to speak? Any motion to close the public portion on any subject?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Have a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Happy Easter, everyone.